I have so many sock designs to share with you today. We are 50 episodes in and have hit 2,000 subscribers, so I've got a fun prize to share with you today. Hello, this is Emily Crow from The Cozy Crow, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and welcome to this super special episode of the Crochet and Knitting Podcast. This is episode number 50, and not only are we celebrating 50 episodes here on my podcast, we are also celebrating 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I am so grateful for each and every one of you who has come here and decided to stay and interact in this community. And to help celebrate this momentous occasion, I am doing a giveaway, and I asked over on Instagram what kind of things people would be interested in. If you want to follow me over there, I'm at Crochet Creations. My link is down below. And the overwhelming response over on Instagram was that you all were interested in a combination prize of pattern and yarn to make a project you were interested in. It was split 50-50 whether people wanted me to gift one of my patterns or another pattern of the winner's choosing. I think what we'll do is the winner will get one free pattern of their choice, probably on Ravelry, because that'll be the easiest way to get it to you. If Ravelry is not accessible to you, we can figure out another way to get you the copy of the pattern that you chose. But you will also win a $100 gift card from Yarnacious Fibers, who is a local to me dyer here in Utah, and I've done some videos featuring her yarn, not been affiliated or sponsored by her in any way, but I've just really loved her work. I love supporting a local maker, and I've loved opening her book boxes and participating in her book and yarn box clubs, and those are continuing on into this year as well, so you should see more of those vlogs coming up soon. But Maggie graciously offered to share a $100 gift card so that even if you are an international viewer of mine, if you were to win, you could still get a couple skeins of yarn from her shop and be able to cover shipping as well with that gift card. So that was really generous of her. I'm hoping we don't have issues with bots or fake accounts or things like that, but just some regular ground rules. I will only be contacting you via your YouTube comment through this account. There will be no other accounts reaching out to you through YouTube. I will reply to your comment on this video, letting you know that you're a winner and that you should reach out to me via email so that we can touch base about how to get your prize. What I need you to do, if you're interested in this giveaway, is to down below let me know what pattern you would like me to gift to you for this giveaway. There will be one grand prize winner for this 2,000 subscriber 50th episode giveaway that will get the gift card to Yarnacious Fibers and the pattern that they talked about in their comment that they would like gifted to them. And then I may choose a couple more people to gift a couple copies of my patterns. I haven't decided how many I'm going to give. Probably 3 to 5 people will get copies of a pattern of mine if we have enough commenters on this video. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much to Maggie for offering this gift card. I highly recommend that you go check out her website so you can learn more about Maggie if you're not familiar with her. Down below, just let me know what pattern you would like gifted to you if you are selected as the winner, and I'll use a random comment generator to select the winner of this grand prize. And then if I have enough comments on this video, I will also select a few other people to win just a pattern from me as a little gift and a thank you. I'm currently filming this on February 4th. I'm hoping that this video gets edited and uploaded by the end of the week. So let's say this giveaway closes on Valentine's Day, which is February 14th, 2025. So make sure to get your comment in by the end of Valentine's Day. And on the 15th, I will select a winner, reply to your comments, and let you know that you're a winner, that you should reach out to me via email. My email address is, as always, in the description box, so you can easily reach out to me there. Stipulations: only one comment per person will be counted for this giveaway prize, and make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. I would also love for you to follow me on social media so you can be engaged in different real-time discussions, like when I asked what people would want as far as a giveaway prize. Again, thank you so much for everyone who has shown up for my channel and for my community here and who has engaged with me via the comments or via my Instagram. I am so appreciative of you and of you being here and wanted to celebrate you. So I can't wait to hear what kind of patterns you all are interested in making and would love to have gifted to you. And thank you again to Maggie for being so gracious in offering a gift card with enough on it that even my international viewers have a chance to really take advantage of supporting a local maker. But even my international viewers can take advantage of this giveaway. All this info is going to be in the pinned comment down below, so don't worry if you wait till the end of a video to comment on it. You know, you have a little bit of time to noodle over what you want to say in your comments. Now that we've got the big news out of the way, let's jump into our finished objects, and I have a lot of sock design finished objects to share with you, and I guess some more news that is related to those pattern releases. First and foremost, I finished my romance reader socks. I think I had one sock done the last time I spoke with you. Now I have both socks done, and they are just so freaking cute, and I love this ruffle that I have at the top. Now, with the shorter leg, it makes it harder to see this whole bow, and you'll see that more on the child and baby sizes that I also knit. So that's something to take note of for this pattern. This pattern will be released on February 14th. On Valentine's Day. This cute design, if you're not familiar with it, it's a toe up, heel flap, and gusset construction, which is really cool. I've had a lot of fun developing a toe up, heel flap, and gusset sock design with this adorable duplicate stitched bow design also included within the pattern. I knit my daughter a pair of these socks. She wanted rainbow socks, and this yarn was the closest I had to rainbow. This is Malabrigo Ultimate Sock in the colorway Gloria. So it's definitely got some pastels in it. There's some black in it too, which is just a really interesting color. She adores the color of these socks. I used a random red mini in my stash to do the accents on it. And I did the same size bow on this sock as I did on my pair of socks. She was disappointed that I didn't have a big floofy bow on, is her words. A big floofy bow on the top of the sock, like a knitted bow that I attached on, and I had to explain to her that you cannot wear these socks in shoes if there's a big floofy bow on it. And so I think she understands, but then she asked me to make her mittens using the same yarn with a big floofy bow on that I may have to attach it separately. Maybe she'll get mittens or maybe slippers or something with a big floofy bow, because apparently that's what she really wants right now. But these are hers and she has enjoyed wearing them. They are in a 48 stitch count sock size, so that's the child size within my pattern. They are a smidge longer in the toe than her previous socks I've knit, because I'm finding that she is starting to outgrow those socks at the shorter foot length, and so I added a little bit more length. The way that children's feet grow, they will often lengthen before they get wider, and so the easiest way I found to help my daughter wear socks longer is to add a little bit more length rather than size up in a wider circumference, if that makes sense. If you think about it, compare like a 2-year-old's foot to like a 4-year-old's foot. The thickness around isn't that much different, but the length is very different. When you're comparing how feet grow, that's what I found in my experience. Hence why these socks are a little bit longer in the foot than the socks I've made her previously, so that she can grow into them a little bit longer. And then finally, just to check my math, and because I had this color scheme idea in my brain, I wanted to make baby socks. This is the baby size, like baby, super, super small, and I even included a different bow, a smaller bow duplicate stitch design on this sock. So depending on whether you want a small bow, a large bow, do you want to add multiple bows duplicate stitched onto your sock, it's up to you, but there are 2 different bow duplicate stitch designs within this pattern, and I feel like the smaller bow design fits the baby sock better. It is so small. It is amazing how small babies come. This is a 32 stitch count sock size, and I also did, the ruffle, the bow. It's adorable. I don't have a baby to give this to. This is just for funsies to check my math, because none of my testers did a baby size, and because the sock is so small, I had to make some adjustments to how the pattern was written to accommodate such a small size. So this is really the only size that stands out in math compared to the other sizes of the pattern. So you'll notice I have 3 different sizes that I knit. This pattern comes in 7 sizes, from baby to adult extra large, so a 4-inch foot circumference all the way up to a 10-inch foot circumference. So literally everyone could have romance reader socks. I love being able to size up patterns like this so that you can have a whole family of socks and you don't have to worry about doing the math yourself to get a sock fit for your size, especially with a construction like this, a toe up, heel flap, and gusset, that is not very common and it's kind of hard to come by. So I'm really proud of this sock design. My testers are finishing up this week, and then by the 14th, I'll have this pattern uploaded and ready for purchase on my Ravelry and Etsy shops. I don't think I mentioned this yarn, the main color Koigu in the KPPPM base. It's actually 100% merino. I did not find a sock base in the color scheme I liked, but little babies are not going to wear down the heels and toes of your sock the same way that an adult would, wearing shoes, walking around, etc., etc. So I figured it should be fine, and whoever gets this pair of socks in the future will still get plenty of use out of them. Now, that is not my only sock design I've been working on. January has been a really busy month for me. I knit a lot more baby socks. 4 pairs to be exact, for a sock pattern bundle of basic sock designs. Now, this sock pattern bundle is called the Sock Geometry Basic Sock Bundle, and in this bundle, you will get a cuff down heel flap and gusset sock design, a toe up heel flap and gusset sock design, a cuff down short row heel sock design, a toe up short row sock design, and there's even a tube sock design that has both cuff down and toe up variations, as well as a ribbed and stockinette variation. So that's 5 patterns. I also wanted to make these patterns available separately if you only want to try out like one new construction, for example, like a toe up heel flap and gusset if you just want to do a vanilla sock pattern, or if you want to like dabble in a tube sock with ribbing, things like that. So I have all of these 5 patterns available separately, as well as included in a bundle, both on my Etsy and my Ravelry shops. Now, why did I do this? It's because I'm going to be a speaker at the Knit Your Wardrobe Summit hosted by Hortense of Knitting with Chopsticks. And as part of my speaker presentation, I'm going to be talking about sock geometry. I wanted to create some vanilla sock patterns where even a beginner could make a sock fit for anybody from baby to adult extra large in whatever construction you choose, and you have the tips within the pattern to be able to size that sock appropriately for the foot you are making it for. I also made these socks color-coded for the different, geometric components of the sock, so that you would have an easier time visualizing in my presentation what components make up the shaping of the sock. Here is a heel flap and gusset sock. You can see I've got a pink cuff, a yellow leg, I've got a dark green heel flap, I've got a mint green heel turn, I've got a teal blue gusset, I've got a periwinkle foot, and I've got a purple toe. So you can see all the different components geometrically of this pattern, making it a lot easier to see what shapes actually make up a sock. And I did this cuff down and toe up, heel flap and gusset socks, cuff down and toe up, short row heels, cuff down and toe up, tube socks, and I'm missing a sock. Oh, here it is. Cuff down and toe up, tube socks with ribbing on them. So I am surrounded by little baby socks in this cute color-coded pattern. And I use these socks, like I said, for my presentation, for my presentation notes, for these patterns that I wrote to supplement the presentation. Now let me tell you a little bit more about the Knit Your Wardrobe Summit. It is happening from February 20th to 23rd, 2025, and it is free to attend in real time. You can go to the link down below. I'll make sure to share it with you, and you can choose which presentations to watch for the 48 hours that each presentation is available, so you have a little bit of buffer time to be able to watch these presentations. Now, if you want access to the presenters' notes for the summit, or access to these presentations after this weekend summit happens, you can get an all-access pass, and you can have indefinite access to the summit presentations and the presentation notes, as well as some extra events that will be hosted during that weekend, so that you can participate with other summit attendees and enjoy that community there. There's also an option to get the Super Pack bonus, which includes all-access pass privileges, as well as additional resources from many of these summit presenters that come at an extra bonus to you. And I contributed my pattern bundle to this super pack, so a $20 value to this super pack, and I'm not the only one who has shared some really amazing resources. There's some classes and other seminars available, other pattern bundles and resources like that within this super pack. So I am an affiliate as a speaker in this summit. Those are affiliate links that you can find down below. If you're not familiar, that just means that I get a kickback whenever you use my link to purchase anything for this summit. So I basically get a bonus for referring you. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but just letting you know that I do have a vested interest in you using my links as opposed to someone else's links. So I highly recommend that you check that out, especially if you are in the beginning knitting realm or even wanting to like dip your toes into more complicated knit wearables. There's some classes on sweater shaping and bust darts. There's a few different classes on sock knitting. So if you haven't knit socks before or you want to level up your skills in sizing socks and making them fit well, there are some classes there. There are so many different resources that are really great for a wide spectrum of makers who are interested in learning more about knitting more wearables for your wardrobe. I highly recommend that you check out the summit, even if it's just for free, to try it out, because you'll have some time if you feel like after the summit, yeah, I do want some more of those resources. You can still have an opportunity to purchase that all access pass and that super pack for a couple days after the summit ends officially. So I encourage you to definitely check it out in a free capacity, see if it's something that you really want to dive into, and my links are down below. Now, if you're interested in this pattern bundle, but you don't necessarily want the super pack, it is available on my Ravelry and Etsy shops. And all of these component patterns are also available on my Etsy and Ravelry shops. I haven't really advertised them yet because I made them specifically for this summit. Here's my chance to share that I have these. I would love to expand and maybe write some more DK vanilla sock patterns, but this was a lot of work for January, and so I'm taking a little break from designing more vanilla sock patterns. This was a really fun exercise in sock geometry. It's something that I am really interested in, that I really nerd out about, and so it was really fun to be able to explore that sock geometry in different sock constructions and to share that in a little summit presentation. And so I'm really excited about participating in the summit and being able to contribute to that super pack, and I would love for you to, at the very least, check out that free summit when it is live February 20th to the 23rd. I think my presentation goes live on that Sunday, the 23rd, and will be available for 48 hours after that presentation goes live. So please, please, please go check it out because I'm really excited about being part of this summit. My presentation is called The Geometry of Sock Constructions, and I'll be talking about like a basic intro to geometry, how it applies to socks, different sock constructions and things to consider when choosing a sock construction to work on, as well as how to use simple measurements and geometric math to get a well-fitting sock. That was my long spiel because I knit a gajillion socks and I am really excited to share that with you. So again, if you're interested in the patterns are available right now. If you're interested in the summit, keep an eye out for February 20th to the 23rd to participate for free. And if you want more resources and more access to the summit, there are options available to you as well. And then it's funny that this is like the third thing in my list of finished objects because I feel like this could have been the very first thing I talked about because I'm so excited, but I finished my Everett pullover. Yay! Finally, I wove in my ends. Technically, this whole thing has been blocked, though I think I want to do one more blocking just to make sure that I like how things are laying. I am so excited to have this done. This was supposed to be my Christmas sweater. I started in August, so I had the best of intentions, but things just got busy at the end of November and into December, and so I put this on hold for a while. I really only had the 2 sleeves to do at that point, but I finally finished it, and just in time. We're getting family pictures done this upcoming weekend. We had to cancel last time because somebody had the stomach flu, and so we didn't have everyone available, but this time everyone should be there. But thankfully, my sweater is ready to go, but I adore these cables. This is the Everett pullover by Jessica Thomas of Fine Fiber Co., and I have been wanting to make this pattern for literal years, like since I learned how to knit. And I'm so happy I finally have this sweater in this beautiful maroon cranberry red color, perfect for the holidays. I just love how these cables are. It makes me think of like ribbon twisted on like a present. And that's why I feel like this is a perfect holiday mate. I'm so happy to have it done. How many times can I say that? I'm so happy to have it done. I was not quite sure about the sleeves. Now, they are purled for the most part. And then right here on the top, coming from the shoulder, is just one cable strand. Now, the way I blocked it, the cable is kind of squinched together. So that's one reason I want to block this again, to kind of spread out the cable and flatten it out so that it matches the cables on the body a little bit better. That was something I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know like how it looks, if I like that or not. I think I do like it enough, and I think I'll like it even better if this is laying a little bit flatter. I did shorten the sleeves by quite a lot. I mean, the math didn't quite make sense to me based on the decreases and the number of stitches I needed to end on to work the cuff. I don't have excessively short arms necessarily, so I just went as far as I needed to go lengthwise. I ended up ripping back just a little bit to get the length I wanted and then added the ribbing after that. And I honestly feel like this fits really well. I feel like these sleeves are a little bunchy, but for something that's like a more casual sweater that doesn't have a lot of really intense shaping, I'm okay with that. The one thing that I'm not sure about is this neckline is just like a little weird to me, and I don't know if that's just me, but instead of being a more rounded type of a neckline, it is almost a little bit of a mini boat neck. And it's fine. It's not my preference. It's not uncomfortable. Just a couple things about the sweater. I love this sweater and I'm really grateful I finally finished it, but I don't think this is going to be my favorite sweater of all time. I can definitely see myself wearing this and enjoying it a lot, but perfect sweater for me. Not quite. Some things that now that I've worn it a little bit, I've noticed, and they haven't bothered me too much, but I've noticed. I knit this in Knit Picks Swish Worsted in the color Garnet Heather, which is a beautiful, beautiful red color. And because it is swish, it is 100% superwash merino, it is very drapey. Once you block it, it's very soft to work with. I have had really great experiences working with Swish. I've used their DK and their worsted, and I definitely see myself using more Swish in the future. And I do have an affiliate link down below for that if you are interested in checking out Knit Picks or We Crochet, because a lot of the yarn is the same. So don't just look at one of the sites, look at both, see if there's a sale that's different on one site versus the other so that you can take advantage of it. That's my hot tip for Knit Picks and We Crochet. So I've had a lot of big news for this podcast. I have one more finished object to share with you today. It's a big FO type of a day. I finished a gnome. This is Nana's Visit by Sarah Shira. This was the knit along for December that I had purchased. I had all the intentions to participate in that advent because super, super cute, getting little pieces of the gnome to knit as well as little story snippets and other little goodies. I think last year there was like a recipe and there was a coloring page, some fun stuff that makes it for a really fun advent type of experience in December. And I did not get the time to do any of that. So this month I learned about Sarah Shira's Year of Gnomes knit along and I really wanted to participate. I have a friend of mine, Jessica, that is participating. I wanted to join the club. I thought it would be so fun and a good excuse to use up the gnome projects that I have in my long-standing whip basket that I've wanted to make for a while, and it's a great way to use up scraps. This pink, this is like the third project I've used for this pink. This is Raspberry Cordial from Woolberry Fiber Co. And let's see, I think this black was Heritage Sock yarn that I used for a pair of socks. This white I think is also Heritage. The mint, I think, is from Marinated Yarns from their Smooth Sailing Gradient set. I've had a couple small balls of scraps left in this mint to teal type of a gradient. And did you notice Nana's got some glasses? I made those. I went to the craft store and got wire as well as those special pliers that have different size like cylinder circumferences on them. So it's like almost like a stepwise type of a plier situation. And I got those so I could wrap the wire around and make some glasses. And so now Nana has glasses. I'm really proud of that. It was a really fun way to spend like the last day of the month to just like make those glasses and assemble Nana. I tried to make her in less than a week so I could finish by the end of January to still be eligible for this Year of Gnomes knit along. I have a reel on Instagram and a shorts here on YouTube so you can see my like weekly process. And I just wanted to know if you enjoyed those types of little mini project vlogs or like what I knit in a week or what I crochet in a week type of videos. Let me know because I can definitely do more of those. It was really fun to just capture what I was working on and to see the difference that certain days I was able to work a ton on this project and see a lot of making done, which was really satisfying. I haven't decided what I'm going to make for my February gnome. I might make a gnome specifically for my daughter because she keeps stealing my gnomes. I've got a whole pile back there. She really likes to steal my gnomes. That's totally fine, but she keeps claiming they are hers, and I promise her that they are not her gnomes. They are my gnomes and I am sharing them. So I think she needs her own gnome. Maybe I'll do something fun with some fun pinks or like add a little like heart motif in color work or something. I'm gonna look through the patterns I already have. I'm gonna look through Sarah Shira's book that I got recently, The Gnomes of Grimblewood, because this also has a lot of direction for how to mix and match different gnome pieces. So I might have her help me pick different components of a gnome so I can make her a specific gnome. Every time I make a gnome, she tells me she wants a gnome exactly like the gnome I just made. And I don't think that's true. I think she just wants my gnomes. That's 4-year-olds for you. That is all my finished objects. Lots of news, lots of pattern releases, lots of exciting things coming up. It's been a busy start to the year. Let's jump into my works in progress. First and foremost, I do not have a lot in this section because I finished a lot of projects and I was hyper focused on getting these designs done and taken care of, working on my summit, things like that. I also had a lot of videos come out in January related to goal making and end of year reading wrap up and end of year making, like everything I made in 2024, things like that. So I've got a lot of new content on my channel that I published this month. So make sure to check that out if you're interested. I am doing a whip parade video for Finish It February. I already filmed it. I just need to edit it. So it might even be out before this video, but I literally went through every single one of my whips except one that I'm showing you today because I totally forgot about it. But I'm showing all of my whips, even my long-standing lingering whips that are very, very old, all those things. I'm going to share that with you on my whip parade, and hopefully we'll get some things done for Finish It February. Some things I have been working on. This is the one whip that I forgot to share, and it's because it was on my desk. I don't know why I forgot to share it, but this is a rainbow snake. This is a pattern by Rhonda Mole, and it's a free pattern that I found online when I was looking on Ravelry. I liked the shape of the head of the snake, and so I went to their website to look at this pattern. If you've been with me a while, you might recognize this color palette. I had a goal at the beginning of 2024 to make a monthly knitted bookmark that would highlight all the different books I read in that month, as well as maybe have a couple charms on there to denote which ones were my favorites of the month. And that didn't happen. I just was having a really hard time getting a texture I liked that wasn't too thick. I was just having issues with like my vision becoming reality. So I set the project aside for a very long time, and I decided recently to come back to it. And I thought, I don't really need a stuffed animal snake that highlights the books I'm working on, but I feel like that would be a really good use of the yarns that I have. I decided to make a snake instead. And I am about halfway through February. I'm using this white to mark the end of a month. So I've got January up here, and I'm about halfway through February maybe. And it's been fun. It's been a nice little palette cleanser to do just like some crochet, and honestly most of this is going to be just going round and around now that I'm done with the head shaping until I get to the very end of my year. I like this color palette. I did like pinks and reds and blues, and that has no end date. I'm just kind of working on it whenever I feel like it. Who knows when it'll be done? But it's just a fun little silly crochet project. And my daughter has already claimed it, which is fine because I, again, do not need a crocheted stuffed animal snake. But if she will enjoy it, then she can play with it when it's all said and done. The other whip that I've been working on is my Astrid blanket by Mallory Crawl. And this is a project I've been working on for over a year now using Woolbury Fiber Co.'s Book Society boxes. I have finally finished crocheting all my squares. Yay! So I'm all caught up on that. I do need to weave in ends and trim ends on maybe half, maybe a little bit more than half of the squares that I have. But for the half that are already trimmed and woven in and ready to go, I have started blocking them, and I'll put up a picture because I am really excited. I got this blocking board, and I recently saw Nitty Natty talking about one just like it. So it was honestly perfect timing that I had just purchased this board so that I could see her kind of troubleshoot a little bit. So I have some things blocking right now, and I'm going to be working on weaving in ends and blocking some more. If you want to see a vlog where I kind of finish up this project, let me know down below, because that was kind of my original plan, to do a Vlogmas vlog in December about it. Did not have time, but if you still want to see the end of that project vlog to go with the other Book Society box vlogs that I did when I opened each of the seasonal boxes, then just let me know, because I would love to make content that you're interested in tell me if you're interested in that. And that is all the whips that I've actively been working on. If you watch my whip parade video, you'll see I have lots of other whips that I'm excited about that I'll be working on in February, whether I'm finishing them or just making really good progress. So I'm excited to share what I end up working on for the month of February. I've just got a couple yarn goodies to share with you today. I actually had a net negative for my stash. I used more stash than I brought in the month of January, so I'm really happy about that, and I would love to keep that energy going throughout the rest of this year. The first thing I want to share with you is this really cute project bag that my friend Ashley made that I bought off her Etsy. Cute! Ashley of Goose and Ghost Knits. I just love this like watercolor heart design. It is so freaking cute. And there was a pink fabric option and a black fabric option. I chose the black because I felt like it made the watercolor hearts pop more, but I also love the pink version too. And I got, what size did I get? Let me look. I got the medium-sized drawstring bag. So with that in mind, this is plenty big to even fit like a top pattern. Maybe not a sweater quantity, but maybe a t-shirt quantity or a scarf or a shawl, something like that. So cute. I've loved getting Ashley's bags. I've really loved this sturdy drawstring, and I love the fact that she draws her own art for these. I think it's just super cute, and I need to figure out some kind of a Valentine's project to put in here because I am loving this bag and I need to use it soon. So I definitely recommend you check out her Etsy shop. She also has some cards that she has designed using some of these same illustrations. I actually reached out to her because I was like, I would love this on a greeting card, and she puts them up on her Etsy shop for me. So check those out because she has a few more of those greeting cards up on her shop right now. And she also does some design work too. So just check out her shop all around. Okay, the next yarn I have to share with you, a little bittersweet because this is the final month that I'm doing the Kettle and Hearth Garden Stroll Sock Set Club. I just, financially, I need to prioritize other things, and so I have to step away from this club, unfortunately. But I have loved every single one of the months I've participated, and I've loved the colors. I really feel like the Style does an amazing job with their color scheme, and I love their dye style. So I'm really grateful that I found them and have enjoyed some of their yarn, and now I have some in my stash. So this month, it was Soft Sunrise. So pretty. Oh my goodness. This purple is stunning with the orange and like the cream, the yellow. I love it so much. So great way to go out with a bang. I would love to do this again, but have to prioritize other things financially because we're redoing our kitchen. More on that later. And then finally, I'm doing the Yarnaceous Fibers Swift Reads Yarn Club. And so every month, plus a little bonus at the end of the year for a total of 13 skeins. Maggie is dyeing a skein of yarn based off of a book that has tie-ins to Taylor Swift songs. So the first book is All Too Well by Corinne Michaels, and this is available on Kindle Unlimited. I do not have Kindle Unlimited. I do not read enough ebooks, and I don't read them fast enough. So I'm planning on actually purchasing this and supporting the author that way, but I haven't gotten to it yet. So this book, All Too Well, is inspired by, of course, All Too Well by Taylor Swift. And this is the yarn. So pretty. I got the Sino Sparkle base because, I don't know, sparkles felt very Taylor Swift-esque. I adore this. I also really like Maggie's dye style, and I've purchased numerous skeins from her in many palettes, and I'm really excited to see what this club looks like. I did purchase the whole club at the beginning, so I'm going to get the bonus 13th skein, and I think I might make a blanket. Maybe I'll do 3x4 granny squares or some kind of a square pattern and then use the last skein as like a border or something. I don't really know. I haven't decided, but I'm going to collect all these yarns all in the sparkle base and see how they all work together. I would also love to read the books that inspired these, though I don't know if I'm going to do a vlog about that. I don't know if I have the bandwidth to do that many vlogs. Let me know if you do want to see a vlog like that because I would love to film it for you. I'm not sure. Time management wise, what I can do. It came with a stitch marker, the red scarf, and you get a postcard. Super cute. On the back, there's a spot to mark down every month, plus the bonus 13th skein. You get something special if you have all 13 skeins of this club. And it came with a little sticker so you can mark down which month. I thought about just sticking it on there so I don't lose a sticker. I think I will track my reads through the sticker. So once I read All Too Well by Corinne Michaels, I will put the sticker on January to mark it down. I would love to be caught up on the reading by the time I decide to make something. We'll see. That's it for new yarn goodies. Nothing too crazy happening right now, though I am definitely waiting on a few yarn packages to come in sometime eventually. That's the way the pre-orders go. And I think that this spring and summer we'll have some fun books coming out that I am also looking forward to. I have at least one design in mind that I'll be starting to work on so that I can hopefully do a spring tester call coming up soon in March maybe, and a couple other projects and videos that I'm in the midst of that I would love to get back to now that things have calmed down just a little bit as far as like how busy life has been. Speaking of a busy life, we are getting ready to do a kitchen reno in just a couple weeks here, so I don't know how that'll impact my filming. Maybe I'll have to film at my in-laws. Maybe I'll have to film on Saturdays when the workers aren't here, but that is taking a lot of mental effort to coordinate that. And it's also taking a lot of time and money. So it's been kind of a busy start of the year, kind of getting that underway. I'm really excited for when our kitchen is done and our kitchen electrical is safe and our kitchen looks nice. Because right now it doesn't really look nice. It's not in great shape. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll kind of be the only big purchase we spend on this house for a very long time, I think. If you have any tips and tricks for getting a kitchen renovated and living out of your dining room for a while, let us know, because that is going to be the plan. We're going to use our Ninja Foodie. We're going to be using that a lot. We're going to be eating off of paper plates a lot. We're going to be making do. Any tips? Let us know, because that's like the big thing happening over here. Plus family pictures this weekend. I'm so excited to get those done. It's going to be a wild weekend because I'm also working night shifts and I have not been able to find a sub. That's the way it goes sometimes. We'll be able to look back at those pictures and see my eye bags and know what I was going through. And there's not much else going on for us right now. Just all that news about my Romance Reader Socks pattern, my sock geometry basic sock bundle, the Knit Your Wardrobe Summit that I'm a part of that is coming really, really soon, and this giveaway as a reminder. Thank you so much for joining me for 50 episodes of my podcast and for all the other videos I have here on my channel. Thank you so much for being a subscriber to those 2,000 plus of you who have joined me here and allowed me to start making this into monetized content very slowly but surely. I really appreciate you being here and joining this community, and I am so excited to hear about all the patterns you guys are interested in making and would love to have gifted to you. Again, I will let the winner of the giveaway know as a reply to their comment to send an email to me to coordinate things, and if I have enough people comment on here, then I will have a couple other extra winners who will be gifted patterns as well. Thank you so much for being here for this special episode. As I shared so much news, I had so much to talk about and not a ton of things to show you, but I'm really excited for what I've finished, what I've been working on, the progress I've been making in my business, and I'm so grateful to have you here along with me. If you're interested in this type of content and in other content related to bookish and yarny things, especially some fun vlogs over here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification down below to be notified every time I post a new video, because I post regularly but not consistently. I have no filming and uploading schedule because I am balancing my work as a nurse and my life as a mom in conjunction with this YouTube channel. But I'd love to have you stick around if you were interested in seeing more of my content. And until next time, happy making. Bye!